Hey, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Tylord, and I am finally back with more Let's Play World of Warcraft, The Burning Crusade. This is episode 9, and we are starting off this episode here in the Exodar. We're at the Vault of Lights. We need to come all the way over here to talk with Prophet Velen. He's sort of the leader among the Draenei. You can see he's a boss here. I don't know what his health is, but it's safe to assume it's in the millions. It's pretty high up there. So audience with the Prophet is the quest we need to turn in. Velen smiles. Greetings, Marceline. I've been expecting you. Oh, Monka S, are you a fucking wizard? Harry Potter looking mother. Hagrid, is that you? He begins to read the document. Alright, that was not funny. I fully accept that, but I'm going to stick with this joke. So let's turn it in, pick up the follow-up, truth or fiction, take Velen's orders to Vindicator Boros, back at Bloodwatch, and actually we could hearth there if not for another quest that we have to turn in near the Exodar. It's not in the Exodar, but it is near the Exodar, so we're gonna run out. I'm just gonna cut away right now, save a little bit of time. Should have been doing that more last episode, but you know what, I don't know why I didn't do that. I like talking. Sometimes when I get on a little tangent, and even I don't know what the point I'm trying to make is, but you know, we both end up at the same destination, for better or for worse. So I'm going to cut away. I'll meet you back up. I'm going to buff this little boy. There we go. Buffed. Up outside the Exodar at Huntress Kella Nightbow. Be right back. Alrighty, we're here with Huntress Kella Nightbow. Let's go ahead and turn in the quest of newfound allies that we have. We have this letter of introduction that we've had since fucking, I have no idea how long we've had this in our bags, but it is a letter written by anchorite Pathius. Paeatheus. And let's turn this in, blah blah blah. The way to Aberdeen. Take the boat from the dock near Huntress Kella Nightbow to Aberdeen. So, you know what? I think we've had that ever since we were finished up at Azure Watch, and they're like, okay, well you can either continue along to Bloodwatch, or now you can go to Aberdeen, if we wanted to go to Aberdeen and quest there. But I don't really want to go to Aberdeen and quest there, so we're gonna stick in Blood Mist Isle. I'm gonna cut away again. I'll meet you back at Bloodwatch, where we can go ahead and turn in truth or fiction to Vindicator Boros. So I'll be right back. I'll see you guys over there. Alrighty, we're back at Bloodwatch. Let's go ahead and turn in truth or fiction to Vindicator Boros. Here are Velen's orders. Truth or fiction. It's a good plan, but a dangerous one. I'm sure you'll be fine. I shoot magic into the darkness. Okay, is the name of the follow-up quest. He wants us to locate the sun portal site and slay 5 void anomalies, and in doing so, god damn, we get some pretty good stompers, some boots, you know, and there's the void anomaly site way the fuck over there. So that's, I guess, where we're gonna head to next. We can also head over, and along the way, we need to kill a shitload of elder brown bears and thorny constrictor vines. By slaying, we need bear flanks and constrictor vines. By slaying mutated constrictors and elder brown bears. That's a mouthful. Definitely is. That's what she said. Okay, I'm gonna cut away. I'll head out to, I guess, the void anomaly sites. The sun portal site is where we're heading first. So that's where I'm gonna head. I'm gonna cut away, and I'll meet you guys over there. Okie dokie, we are here at the sun portal site. I'm pretty sure our subzone will change very shortly once we actually enter into the subzone. But here are the void anomalies. We need to slay five of them. I was gonna say 15, but we don't need to slay 15 of them. That would be insane, right? Just 5, and then along with confirming that this is the sun portal site. Now it might not be. It might not be the site. It could be we're in the wrong area. But there are void anomalies here. Anomalies? Anomalies. An enemy. A enemy? Okay. Is my brain working? Is my brain functioning? I think it is. I think we're okay. I was fucking around just a little bit, but then I actually confused myself with all of these words that sound quite similar. So the sun portal site should be inside this little... It looks, you know what it looks like? It looks like all of the exact same, like, kind of escape pod type looking ships that kind of ejected off of the Exodar is the main spaceship that the Draenei were traveling on. But then there's also chunks of these spaceships all over the fucking place. There's one at Bloodwatch, there's one at Azure Watch, a smaller one albeit. There's the crash site in Amon Vale. I mean, there's pieces and parts of this ship slewed about all over the lands, and that's what it looks like to me, anyways. But let's head inside there and see if we can confirm that this is indeed. This is called the Warp Piston part of the ship. It looks like. I don't know too much more than that. Do we have any? It doesn't look like we have any other quest item that we need to use at the site here. So we just have to like run inside the building and confirm that it's the portal site, I suppose. You know, who knows, man? I could be wrong, but this is exactly where quest helper's telling me to be. So I'm just gonna follow the orders to a T. And we're going to eat up here, get our well-fed buff, increasing our spirit and stam by 2, which really isn't all that much. But you know what? Hey, 2 is better than 0, as I like to say. So there are quite a few void anomalies in here. So we want to be careful about not, you know, biting off more than we can chew, or over, you know, aggroing every single mob in this goddamn little... It's called a Warp Piston, which is a pretty fun little name to say. It's fun to say those words in that exact order. But with that kill, bam! 5 out of 5 void anomalies slain. The sun portal site is confirmed. The quest is complete. So maybe, you know, once you kill the 5th void anomaly, bam, it'll just pop up saying, you know what, it's confirmed. Good job. Applause, cheers all around. We've completed the quest, and more importantly, we've leveled to 16. Hell yeah, we've gained 6 hit points, 33 mana, 1 talent point, 1 strength, 1 stamina, and 1 spirit. And I'm going to keep putting my points into improved devotion aura, even though I think probably toughness is better bang for my buck. I'm going with devotion aura because fucking why the fuck not, right? You know, why not? Let's do it. I love devil aura. I'm always going to have it on, so we might as well. Who the fuck? What is that? A royal blue flutterer. Poor little moth. We actually have to kill those eventually. Not yet, but eventually. So, what quest do we have to complete? I shoot magic into the darkness, and that's it. But every other quest, when we hit 16, is now yellow in our quest log. So that means quest helper will actually start, you know, working, doing its job. I'm gonna head up over here, just to the west of the Warp Piston. I know last episode I was getting my cardinal directions mixed up. I'm a bit of a bonehead when it comes to east versus west, I suppose. So the Warp Piston is to the east of Axarian, and Axarian, it conversely is to the west of the Warp Piston. So we're heading west into Axarian, another little satyr village, campsite, settlement, town, whatever you want to call it. They're full of these Axarian mobs. There's quite a few different ones, you know, Hellcallers, Shadow Stalkers, Satyrs, I'm sure. There's just some called Satyrs. But we need to come in here for what quests? I'm not sure. Quest Helper can tell me. What quest do we need to do in here? We need to slay Zevrax for containing the threat. We need to kill 5 Hellcallers and 5 Shadow Stalkers. And then we need to, for 2 other separate quests, we need to acquire corrupted crystals, but then we also have our crystal mining pick that we need to use on an impact site crystal somewhere within Axarian. I don't know where, maybe that big ass fucking crystal monument. And then gather a sample of a crystal in the Nazavus settlement of Axarian. So these Shadow Stalkers like to cast Corruption on you. It's a damage over time ability. Of course, that deals damage over time, as the name implies. Now, what's fun about these little tents, would you call it a tent? I guess it is kind of like a tent. These satyrs are kind of dependent on line of sighting you, so you can get as close to them as you want, but if they don't see you, they won't aggro you. But if you just come right around the corner here, bam, they're like, oh shit, where'd you come from? I'm gonna attack you now. Let's run away from in the rain of fire, not take any damage. Unfortunately, we don't have any spells we can cast that have a casting time, so we're just gonna have to wait that out. I mean, you could stand in the fire if you wanted to and keep attacking this dude. I'd rather not. I'd rather come out over here, you know, chill, maybe cast a Holy Light, rank 1, so it's less mana usage. Less heals, but also less mana usage. And there we go, bada boom, bada bam. We've got another Satyr boy killed. So there are also these tricksters that are littered throughout the area, but we don't have to kill them. This is the giant, fucking huge, look at this thing, the Axarian Crystal. And this over here, this big boy, you might be wondering, who the hell is this? He's got a fancy schmancy. He resisted my Hammer of Justice. Uh-oh. This does not bode well. So you spam Shadow Bolt. He also casts Corruption. He has Immolate. So this boy's a fucking bona fide warlock. Hell yeah. He also has Curse of Weakness. He's buffed us. He's fucking thrown every single debuff on us that he can. 2 dots, Curse of Weakness, and he's spamming those Shadow Bolts. He's a fucking pure warlock. As pure as warlocks come, because, you know, they're all pretty shady characters. So I'm gonna cut away now after let me just use our crystal mining pick really quick on this Axarian crystal, so we get the sample, we get this quest completed. Bada bing, bada boom, there it is, boys and girls. And I like to put all of my quest items in a separate bag entirely, and that's just for personal preferences. But you might have noticed, I guess I could touch on this now, finally, like 2 episodes later. I have full Mage Weave bags. It's pretty nice. I bought them on the auction house for very cheap on my bank alt, and I sent them over to Marceline. And I know you might be thinking, well, hey, isn't that cheating? Like, if you didn't have any other alts, you know, with a lot of money, you wouldn't have been able to, you know, afford Mage Weave bags at level 15, level 16, and you're right. However, you know, I don't care. You know, it's not that I don't care. It's that it's like what would you call it? A quality of life issue. It makes my life a lot easier. I actually haven't even filled up 2 full bags yet, so it's not like I'm really needing the bag slots, but I have them now in case I need them, and that's really all there is to say about that. And if you don't like it, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's too late. I already have the bags equipped. So I'm gonna cut away. I'm gonna finish containing the threat here off screen. We only need 3 more Hellcallers, 4 more Shadow Stalkers. We're done with this bad boy. And then I'll meet you guys back at Blood Watch, where we can turn in all the quests that we do have. Along the way, I'll kill a few, you know, Elder Brown Bears and mutated Constrictors. But the drop rate on these quests are quite horrendous, so I probably won't get them done this episode. We'll see if RNGesus is kind to me. If he smiles down upon me, then maybe we'll get these quests done. But otherwise, I'll meet you guys at Blood Watch with a few quests to turn in, and then we can continue from there. Be right back. Okie dokie, we're back here at Blood Watch. I'm going to be running in here and turning in our first quest to Harbinger Mikolas. This is going to be the final sample that he needed, the Axarian Crystal sample from the crystal, using the crystal mining pick, and there it is. He accepts the last crystal from you. That rounds out the set. All that remains to be done is to box them and send them to the Exodar. For further research, I suppose. Talk to the hand. Oh my god. Report to Scout Jorley at Vindicator's Rest. Objective complete. She's way the fuck over there. And this quest isn't orange. That kind of surprises me, because this far west section, kind of north, not really, but mostly west, out to the west in Blood Mist Isle, is the last, I would say, subzone of this entire zone, and we'll want to be doing this entire area a little bit later, when we're probably like 18, 19, closer out there. But at 16, you don't want to miss Defender Adriel here. She's just on the other side of the little, it's like a little ship. It's like a little escape pod, part of the Exodar that broke off. She has 2 quests for us, and they only open up once you hit 16. Oh, the tangled webs they weave. We need to kill 8 mutated tanglers, and then fouled water spirits. We need to kill 6 fouled water spirits. So pretty straightforward quests. They're both to be completed further west. The fouled water spirits is actually orange, not surprisingly, unsurprisingly I should say, because I remember doing that quest on my hunter, on my main, when I leveled up here. But then at 16 again, another quest opens up for us that wasn't available to us before. The missing expedition. We need to kill 8 mist spinners, leechers and their leader Zarak. And those are all spiders, the name of spiders, by the way. So that quest is also orange. So again, when we're probably 17, 18, it'll be a lot easier for us to complete. But let's turn in Containing the Threat, the second quest we have completed, to Vindicator Alicia. And we can either get this crossbow or this wand. Neither of hey, fuck you! I'm trying to complete this quest! You goddamn druid. I don't know if she's a caster or if she's going feral. Looks like she's going, I don't know, caster mode. She's got healing and damage spell abilities, so I'll give her a Blessing of Wisdom, because why not? All right, there we go. We can turn in these this quest finally. And we'll pick up the crossbow because it sells back for more. And that's pretty much it. That's the only reason that we're taking that over the wand. We can't use either, so both of them are pretty useless to us. But we can actually turn in both more radiated crystal shards. They don't sell back for anything, so you might as well pick up the Crystal of Ferocity, or we can go for Vitality. I'm going to go with Ferocity because that extra attack powers is pretty neat. Pretty neato burrito. And then we can turn in I Shoot Magic into the Darkness. The first quest we did is we headed out of Bloodwatch and pick up these Vindicator Stompers, plus about fucking 75 more armor. Holy shit, plus 2 spirit. I mean, the stats themselves aren't like a huge upgrade. I like int and spirit's alright for paladins, but that armor is pretty much why I'm picking those up, because you definitely want more male armor as you get into the later teens and then 20s, etc., when more male armor becomes available to you, because that physical damage reduction, man, is just, it's crazy. It's too insane to pass up. So once we turn that quest in, the Cryo Core quest opens up for us, and Vindicator Kuros here at Bloodwatch wants us to recover 12 boxes of medical supplies, and we can get this incredible two-handed mace, but it's not, I mean, it's not that great, because, to be honest, it's only like a 2.0 DPS upgrade over our one-handed mace, and I mean, this bad boy's a two-hander, so kind of weak. But obviously, we're gonna pick it up regardless and do this quest. So, yeah, that's that. I'm gonna head out and do like one last batch of quests. Hopefully, this episode won't get too long. But before I go over and do the Cryo Core, I fucking hate that zone. I want to kind of avoid it. I'm gonna put off that sub-zone as much as I can, because all the Sunhawk, the Blood Elf mage mobs over there are just the worst. I'm gonna head over to Ysira's Island. I forget what the name of it is, but we have 2 quests. The first is we need to collect Ysira's Tears. We need 2 of them for the quest Ysira's Tears. And then the other quest we have over here is to talk to Captain Edward Haynes for the Bloodcursed Legacy. So I'm gonna cut away. I'll meet you guys over there. And from there we can do all the quests that we need to do over there. I'll be right back. Alrighty, everybody, so this is Wormscar Island is what this place is called, not Ysira's Island. But you can see here there are all of these Viridian whelps. Now, I don't believe we have to kill these for any quests. I could be wrong. I could go ahead and pick up, you know, some quest that involves killing all these whelps. But to my knowledge, we just have to run around finding Ysira's Tears. And then whatever Captain Edward Haynes wants us to do. But these whelps, I mean, they're whelps and then there are broodlings. They're both pretty much the same mob. Again, I don't think they're involved in any quests. I could be wrong, but I'm going to go ahead and loot one of the tiers here. Now, Ysira's Tears are going to be located all throughout the island. They look kind of like the Falcone fungus from before. A little bit like that. A little bit like a mushroom, like a green capped mushroom, right? Like the cap of the mushroom. Super green though, like super green. They're not hard to miss, so they're not easy to miss. They're not easy to miss is what I'm trying to say. They're hard to miss, is what I'm trying to say. This is all sounding very confusing, because they're like a fucking, you know, neon bright green amongst this landscape that's blues and purples and kind of orange and, you know, reds, not quite so much blue, but reds and oranges and purples, and then bam, you get this fucking bright ass green mushroom thing that you have to, you know, that you have to gather. So it's not easy to miss them. it's more so it's hard to miss him. You're gonna see him pretty easily is what I'm trying to say. God damn, my brain, I'm no good with words. The Bloodcurse Legacy. This is Captain Edward Haynes. He is a ghost. He's a ghost man. Scurvy my foot. I died on these wild shores. He wants us to kill 10 Bloodcursed Naga. He gives us the Captain's Kiss. Swim speed increased and water breathing. My good man, I thank you very much because this is such a great buff. First off, the underwater breathing. I mean, we need that. We basically need that. It's not so much he does it like, it's not like a quality of life thing. It's pretty much we need that, or else after every fight we're gonna have to go resurface, you know, to get some more breathes in. But then, yeah, so there are all these Bloodcursed Naga mobs down here. The Bloodcursed Nagas themselves are a lot like Frost Mages, but then we also have some other mob types, do we? Or is it just the Naga? It looks like it's just the Naga, and they're all pretty much Naga, or pretty much all kind of like mage type mobs. So they have, you know, frost armor, they catch shadow bolts in between dealing melee damage. And so I'm gonna cut away. I'll you know, finish killing all of these mobs off screen as per usual, and then I'll meet you back. I think we have to turn this back into Captain Edward Haynes. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he has a follow-up for us once we actually do end up killing all of these Bloodcursed Naga here. But they're going to be located, there's this one wrecked ship here, there's another little island further south and a little east from here that we're probably going to head to as the follow-up. But for now, we can just focus in this little, you know, just off the shore here. There are tons of Nagas that we can kill here. So let me cut away. I'll meet you back at the quest giver once we finish. What was that? I don't know. Minor mana potion, maybe? Once we finish this quest. Be right back. Okie dokie, back here with Captain Edward Haynes. Let's go ahead and turn in the Bloodcursed Naga. They're nasty creatures. A good start, but there's much more to be done. Now he wants us to recover 4 Bloodcursed souls, and that quest is going to be, you know, to be completed just beyond the shoreline where we were killing all the Naga. But this quest, the Hopeless Ones is what it's called. I thought maybe he gives us some sort of quest item that we need to interact with something, but apparently not. So we just have to swim way out into the middle of the ocean. My greatest fear now realized. Holy shit. Very scary. And then we need to collect 4 Bloodcursed souls. So there are all these Bloodcursed Voyagers. I guess we need to kill them and then, you know, loot their souls, which is a pretty cool, normal and fine and good thing to do. Avast are ye matey. Like, these are unique. It seems like they're pretty unique mobs. Like, if you look at their faces, I don't think there are any humans that have this type of like facial hair that you can like create, and they have little markings on their faces. So it's pretty neat, pretty interesting that all of these mobs are kind of like they're humanoid NPCs. Like, obviously they're using the human skin or race. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. The model of humans, the human model, but they're all unique because it's like, and the fact that their facial hair and their hair, and they have, like, you know, facial markings, all of that is something. It's not something you could recreate in the character creator screen, you know. So it's just a neat little tidbit there, a little fun fact for y'all. So I'm gonna cut away again, and we're gonna collect the rest of these Bloodcursed souls off screen, and I will meet you back at the quest giver, Captain Edward Haynes. Hopefully, you know, we might very well level up once we turn this quest in. Who knows? But I'll catch you back at the quest giver. So I'll cut away. I'll be right back, and yeah, I'll see you back there. Alrighty, everybody, back here with the quest giver. Let's go ahead and turn in the Hopeless Ones. Ellipses, ... Do not mourn their demise, Marceline. Well, how come? Why not? Why can't we mourn them? You have done the Hopeless Ones a great service. There is but one final task. Destroy the leader of the Bloodcursed. Hey, ding dong, motherfuckers. With that quest turn, we have congratulations, we have reached level 17. That's 2 levels. 2 levels in 1 episode. It's a goddamned Christmas miracle that's come 2 months late, or alternatively 10 months early if you look at it that way. If you're sort of a glass half full kind of person. We've gained 11 hit points, 19 mana, 2 strength, 1 agi, 2 stamina, 1 int, 1 spirit. God damn, that's a lot of stat ups for 1 level. Ending the Bloodcurse, we need to destroy the statue of Queen Ashara and kill Ataf, the Bloodcursed. Now, you might be thinking, oh, is he atop this mountain here on Wormscar Island? No, he is not. He is all the way on this other little island to the southeast of here. Southeast? Yes. Mostly south, a little east. We still have the Captain's Kiss, so our swim speed is increased, so we're pretty much faster in the water than we are on land, which is pretty nice. Now that I mention it, it'll come in handy to, as opposed to running back for the most part on land. We can just swim right across the isle here, swim back to Bloodwatch, etc., etc. Let's put our talent point into improved devotion aura. So now our armor bonus is increased by 24%, so that puts us at 198 increased armor. Our physical damage reduction has actually gone down a little bit, only because when we level up, I would say armor kind of scales with your level, and the fact that like 1200 armor at level 16 is going to reduce more physical damage than 1200 armor at level what did I say, 17, if that makes any sense. So there are a ton of these Bloodcursed Nagas. I'm trying not to aggro them. It appears that I did just aggro this one. Hopefully I can get her, I can kind of pull her away from her friend over there, because I don't want to be fighting 2 mages at once. Hopefully I can line of sight, try and line of sight this bitch. We're gonna have to fight our way up the island. I don't think there's any way around it. There are a ton of Naga leading up this hill here. This is Bloodcurse Isle, by the way, in case you were wondering what the name of this little island is. And when we do end the Bloodcurse and finally kill Ataf, we kill Ataf atop the mountain. Ha ha ha! We can get this Wheel of Lost Hope. My God, it's pretty good. It looks fucking incredible. Like, look at the design of this shield. It's great, right? In terms of stats, I mean, technically it is better because it's more armor, 1 more block, but we are losing out on 2 strength in exchange for +1 stamina, so that's something to, I don't know, take into consideration. I'm probably going to end up using it. 99% of the reason why I'm going to use it is for the cosmetic look, like for the look of it. It's literally a wheel, like an old ship steering wheel, and I want it, and I gotta have it. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna fight my way up this island. Hopefully I can try and avoid. Hopefully I don't have to kill every single, Bloodcursed Naga along the way. Hopefully we can avoid 1 or 2 of them. But it is what it is. So I'm gonna cut away. I'll meet you guys up on top of the island where we can take out Ataf. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because, oh good lord, good job, Tyler. You jump into the water and now you can't get back on top of the fucking island. You done goofed, my dude. So, whoops. Maybe I can run up here though. No, I don't think so. Okay, be right back. Okay, here is the statue of Queen Ashara. We are at the top of the island. Let's go ahead and destroy it, summoning Ataf the Cursed, or Ataf the Bloodcursed, and he is a Naga. I thought maybe he'd be, sort of like a ghostly pirate, but it turns out he is indeed a Naga. Oh my gosh, what a twist, what a twist. I had no idea. I didn't see this coming. How could I have not, how could I have in the first place, I don't know. So this boy is literally just fucking hitting us with a right hook over and over and over again. He's dishing out some serious damage. TBH, he's a level 19 Naga. He doesn't seem to want to die. A little scared there at the end, but there it is. Ataf the Bloodcursed has been slain, and we need to return to Captain Edward Haynes. Now, we only have about 3 minutes left of the Captain's Kiss, the little buff there that increases our swim speed and allows underwater breathing. So I kind of want to just, hop right into the water here. Hopefully I won't land on solid ground. It's a little, I'm a little worried if I jump way the fuck over there. But maybe if I jump off the edge from here, we should be fine. Landing in water, please. Yes, okay, now let's swim back. Let's swim back. Now, one thing I want to touch on briefly, as I was making my way up the island, taking out all those Nagas, guess what happened to drop? A bandit buckler of the boar, so +3 strength, +2 spirit. Now, here's where it gets interesting. I'm pretty sure this has more armor and the exact same block value that this Wheel of Lost Hope does. So, it turns out I was going to be like, hell yeah, we get to use this Wheel of Lost Hope. It's literally a wheel, you know, that steers a ship from the Bloodcursed vessel. But alas, we won't be able to get to use it because I picked up a fucking random world, you know, random green drop that just so happens to have more armor on it. So that's that. And we're almost back at Haynes, where we can turn this quest in, and then from there I'm going to head back to Bloodwatch. Our gear's looking pretty good, to be honest. Not bad at all. In the end, when we get back to Bloodwatch, we're actually going to have an upgrade to our chest piece. So that's that. I don't think we're going to get any rings for any time soon, or any shoulder pieces either. But let's stay in the water as much as we can. You can see there just the difference in terms of speed. We're much faster swimming in the water than on land, which is why I like to stay in the water when we have the Captain's Kiss, the little buff there. So ending the Bloodcurse, Ataf must be lured out. You did it! Hundreds of souls are grateful for all that you have done. And with that quest line comes to an end with Captain Edward Haynes. We're done there. We have all these small barnacled clams. Oh, barnacles. All this clam meat. What are we doing with all this clam meat? I don't know. But we're not eating it because I don't need it. And I guess we don't need the Peacekeeper's buckler or the Wheel of Lost Hope. Now, I'm actually not sure what is up top at the top of this island, but I kind of feel like I want to go exploring for a bit. So, you know, pardon me as I cut away. I'm gonna run to the top of this Wormscar Island. I don't know what's up here. Maybe a dragon we have to kill. Maybe it's something else entirely. Maybe it's involving a shaman, you know, class quest or some other kind of class. I don't know. But I want to fight my way up this island, and kind of like how we just did on Bloodcurse Island. So I'm gonna check it out off screen. If there's anything noteworthy, I'll let you guys know. If not, I'll just see you guys back at Bloodwatch. Be right back. Alrighty, we are back here at Bloodwatch. Let's go ahead and speak with Ysera of Makeri and turn in Ysera's Tears, the 2 Ysera's Tears that we collected over on Wormscar Island. So let's pick the fungus-lined hauberk, and along with that we get a nice handful of silver, 30 silver pieces. Oh my god, incredible. Incredible. So this Ysera's fungus-lined hauberk is going to increase our armor by a whopping 65. Holy shit, that's incredible. And on top of that, +2 strength, +3 stamp. So now, 1,300 armor. And you know, it's funny. As I mentioned right before I cut away, I'm like, we're not gonna get any, you know, finger slot pieces of armor for quite some time. We might not get a shoulder slot item, some armor for quite some time. Well, it just so happened these inscribed leather spalders dropped for a shoulder piece. Now they are leather. I will want to upgrade these to some male, male spalders eventually, but for the time being, you know, it's the only thing I can equip on my shoulder, so why not? It's an extra 56 armor. I'm not complaining about that. So let's go ahead and talk to our paladin trainer here, Vindicator Asum, or more like Awesome, that he's a paladin trainer here at Bloodwatch, and I don't have to travel all the way back to Exodar. The only thing, there's 2 things we can pick up at 16, or from 16, is Righteous Fury and Retribution Aura. So a new aura. I'm going to be sticking with Devotion Aura probably, but I don't know. Retribution Aura is pretty good too. Causes 5 holy damage to any creature that strikes a party member within 30 yards. But then other than that, Righteous Fury is more so it's a tanking ability than anything else, because it's you activate it, lasts for 30 minutes, and then what happens is increases the threat generated by your holy spells by 60%. So that's very useful to have active when you are tanking through dungeons. But that's going to do it for this episode. Probably is going to be, it's turned into quite the long episode. I didn't mean for it to be so long, but you know, I just kept doing more quests and more quests and more quests, and we leveled twice. My goodness, we're at 17 already, halfway to 18. Incredible. We only have about a dozen or so more quests to do in this zone before we are, you know, finished once and for all in Bloodmist Isle, and then we can head on out. At level 20, we'll probably head to like Red Ridge Mountains. I don't know. I like the Eastern Kingdoms a lot more for Alliance questing than I do Kalimdor. But that's going to do it. So thank you everybody for watching. I love and appreciate all the support. And until next time, as always, I hope y'all stay classy and peace out.